Rufai and Reno had gbas on Arise TV. No be small gbas, oh my people. Reno had the F1 to say Peter Obi is educationally backward. Can you imagine that? We come and see the backlash on the comment section. One of them said, he's a clown with a white bear. And that one said, Reno, how many times did I call you? Do you have a family? What do they think of you?
Talk about him being educationally backward. I'd like you to talk about the importance and when it comes to leadership in Nigeria, the requirement for a president is to have a school leaving certificate. And after which, we have other leaders across the world who, Winston Churchill, Jacob Zuma, who have led successfully without having formal education. What is your take on this, and why are you so particular about this with Peter Obi?
Well, the comments Peter Obi made were comments he made on camera. It was recorded on video. The clarifying statement that he made are contradicting his own comments on video. And this is not the first time Peter Obi has denied what he said on video. I'm talking to you on Arise TV. While he was being interviewed on Arise TV, this very show, the morning show, he did say that the shares that he invested for Anambra in IBL, he invested about $20 million, and now those shares are now worth over $100 million. That's what government should do. I mean, I'm just mimicking him. But then it turned out that it was a lie, that those shares are actually even worth less than $5 million. And then after that information came out, he put out another clarifying statement like this one, saying he never said so, but he said it on video. If you're watching me at home, you can actually go on YouTube, you can go and Google it. He actually said it on video. In this instance, we have on video what he said in Port Harcourt. He did say, and I'm going to say the third time, he did say that he went to school with Peter Obi. He played football with Peter Obi. So coming out to make this clarifying statement, it's irresponsible. He should not be making a clarifying statement. He should be saying, I am sorry, I told a lie, or I made a mistake. But to come out and say that he was taken out of context, that is not true. Now, if you want to talk about the educational qualifications of a leader, the best predictor of future events is past events. In Nigeria, the two times that Nigeria has had the best GDP growth, sustained GDP growth, have been under President Umar Musa Yar'Adua and Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. And these two individuals have been very highly educated individuals. As a matter of fact, according to CNN Money, Nigeria was the third fastest growing economy in 2015. According to the World Bank, it said the fourth fastest growing economy. So, I mean, third fastest, fourth fastest, we don't know who to take, but we can just take one. And so you can see there that when we have an educated leader, that leader is more likely to do well for the economy, for security, for the overall good of a country than a leader who is not so educated. Now, Peter Obi has said several times that he's a trader, and that's true. He's a trader, he's not a leader. That's why you saw when he went to Port Harcourt, River State, he traded away his own gubernatorial candidate for his own personal benefit, because that's what traders do. They trade for profit. He has not shown leadership qualifications, leadership qualities, leadership principles. And, if you have seen what has happened to Nigeria in the last 7 years, you want to make sure that in 2023, we have a person who is above board.
All right, Reno, please, I'd like to get some clarification. You said you went to Chicago yourself. I will ask you, what Chicago did you go to? Is it the same Chicago to get tinubu struck? Is it the same Chicago that now there's a case in court filed about the deposition that, a lawyer subpoenaed the school he went to, and they said they don't have any of those records. The records are submitted to INEC, the EC9 form, and there were even discrepancies on the date of birth of the person. So what record did you say you got of Tinubu from Chicago? Because there's already a case in court filed by Mark Enaro Ibe or something, one of the lawyers, and they were saying there were discrepancies as regards what was even submitted. So what Chicago did you go to? I'd like to know. And they confirmed to you as regards the veracity of that? And did they give you any document you can show to that effect?
Well, Rufai, you've got your facts wrong. The subpoena that was subpoenaed was not for Chicago State University. It was a subpoena that was sent to Deloitte. And then also there's been some document floating around in the internet about a college, something, I think it was South College or something like that. I'm not talking about that college, and for a fact, I know for a fact that Tinubu did not even go to that college, and Tinubu did not say that he went to that college. I know the college that he said he went to. He went to Richard Daley Junior College. However, I'm talking about Chicago State University. There's no subpoena from any lawyer to Chicago State University. I went there physically. I sent a photo of this to Arise TV. I think this was about a week ago when I was interviewed in London. I did a video while I was there. The Chicago State University Records Office actually released a signed statement, a notarized signed statement. It's public knowledge. It's out there. It's been carried by the paper. Look, like I've told you before, I went there. I'm not somebody just sitting down on the internet or somebody just relying on third parties. I went there. I physically went there. The fact that I went there is a fact.
Okay, Reno, please, I'm sorry, I have a follow-up. If you're finished, I have a follow-up to what you just said just now. So I just wanted to tell you in advance. So when you're done, just let me know. So I'll follow up on that, please. Okay, are you done? Let me just quickly give the follow-up. So, Reno,
that's the thing. Rufai, you need to be able to control yourself so that when someone is talking, you allow them, because that's how this is going to work. I talk, you listen, and then you listen, I talk. I mean, there's going to be enough time for you to say you have a follow-up question when I finish talking.
But Reno, I thought you had finished, and that's why I even give you the.
But I was still talking.
Hang on a minute, Reno.
When you interjected, and you have history of doing that. Anyway, now let's
Reno,
go.
please finish your thoughts, then I come with my
progress.
rebuttal, please. Just finish your thought. Go ahead.
No, you've interrupted my thought process.
Okay, so let me follow up on the rebuttal, Reno. I mean, and that's why I had the courtesy to be able to tell you that when you finish, because you paused for a bit, and that's why I interjected. So I will not just interrupt your thoughts. And all this game you try to play to blackmail me and say all sorts, that's how I behave. It's your game. I'm not drawn into that. I'm just a journalist and I do my job. And that's just to you, Reno, just to set you straight on that. This is the rebuttal I wanted to give. The court paper said that Tinubu presented a forged Chicago State certificate to INEC with the intent that may be acted upon as genuine. This is a new court case, and you can go and check the, the records of this. This is a new court case that was just filed as at the 16th of November 2022. So I was correct as regards to filing in court. That was just a rebuttal I wanted to give you, Reno.
Okay,
but you see, that's the thing.
Reno, can we move on?
Can I respond to that, please?
Go ahead.
You see, that's the thing. When you are a broadcaster and you have an interview channel like this, you need to be conscious of what you have said. I had no doubt about the court case. I never said, and you can replay this video. I mean, I'm sure your viewers at home can go back and listen to what I said. I didn't say there was no court case. You said that there had been a subpoena to Chicago State University, and that Chicago State University had denied that Tinubu did not go. And I said, look, I don't know about the college that's been floating about in the internet, which is something South College, and then also I know that Tinubu went to, can I finish, please? And I said that I know that Tinubu went to Richard Daley College. However, that there was a subpoena to Deloitte, and Deloitte had said Tinubu did not work for them, but that there was no subpoena to Chicago State University. The reason why I'm here being interviewed by you is because of Chicago State University. And I know for a fact that he went there. Chicago State University has released a statement, a notarized statement, which has also been published in the Nigerian media, stating that he went there. For any other thing, for Deloitte, for any other college, I mean, I don't know about that. I'm only talking about what I know. Tinubu went to Chicago State University. I do not like the fact that he's a known drug lord, but I'm not going to libel him. I'm not going to lie against him. He did go to Chicago State University.
Okay. Reno, I would like to express an opinion, and then we'll talk about other things, which is that the qualifications for the office of the President of Nigeria, as you well know, is properly spelled out under Section 131 of the Constitution, 1999, even as amended. And the definition of that qualification is CUSAT or its equivalent. The interpretation is in Section 318, as you already know. And if you look at all these candidates, really, nobody can really talk about qualification, except we go back to that Constitution, and we then say we have to raise the level of qualification. If you look at all of them, they will pass under the provisions of Section 131 and 318, right? And, I don't think there's any issue in terms of the qualification, except we'll go back and amend that Constitution. But with regard to Mr. Peter Obi, now, maybe I would like you to interrogate other things. We had a guest on this program this morning, before you, Patrick Okibo III, whose group had just done a report. And they said, in terms of net favorability, that Peter Obi is number one among sample size of 2,000 in 12 states, the major states of the presidential candidates excluded, and that he is the most favored presidential candidate. Secondly, he himself had said that it's not about the number of certificates you boast of. It's about competence, character, integrity. And he has engaged us with a 7-point agenda. If we can just focus on some of those basic issues, rather than whether he has a degree or he has a master's degree. Look, my mechanic can run this country. If INEC says it's okay, even if he fails school SAT, that's as bad as it is under the Constitution. So don't let us waste time on that.